Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, December 21st. It is almost Christmas. I skipped yesterday. I managed to get the Zelda videos all scheduled, continuing to push progress further forward for YouTube stuff. But today is Tuesday, and it's movie day. And I was like, there's of course another new movie that came out in theaters that would be cool to go see, but it's just before Christmas. I got this shelf of movies, and one in particular is Elf. It's a great, great Christmas movie. It's endearing, heartfelt, amongst Will Ferrell's best films, I'd have to say. But, yeah, so I'm going to settle in for another movie day here at home, and I'm going to watch Elf. And I would give Elf an 8.4 out of 10. From the back of the box. Once upon a Christmas Eve, an orphan baby crawled into Santa's bag of gifts and was taken away to the North Pole. Raised by Papa Elf, Bob Newhart, Buddy, Will Ferrell, comes to realize he doesn't fit in with the other elves. Determined to find a place where he belongs, Buddy searches for his real dad in New York City. In the Big Apple, Buddy finds out why his dad, James Caan, is on the naughty list. But most importantly, he sees that the world is seriously lacking in Christmas spirit, which causes Santa all kinds of problems. So with the help of a beautiful department store elf, Zooey Deschanel, Buddy tries to teach his dad and the world the true meaning of Christmas spirit, and to prove to everyone that Santa, Ed Asner, really exists. First point, no, this movie has absolutely nothing to do with the true meaning of Christmas, but it is fun. And it's joyful, and I love smiling. Smiling is my favorite, and the best way to spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear. And this movie came out in my lifetime. It came out in 2003, which I guess is a long time ago at this point, but still, probably one of the most recent, what I would consider Christmas classic movies. But yeah, so classic Christmas movie of modern day. And it's fun, and it's cute, and silly, and I love a good romance. And there's this strangely endearing one between Buddy and Jovi, Zooey Deschanel's character, where throughout most of it she really just seems mostly curious, intrigued by him, because he's not like any other guy, and he's not, and well, that seems to work out in his favor in the end. So it's sweet. At the point where, he finally asks her out, and she knows he's jobless because he's been fired and from the job that that she thought he'd had, although I guess technically he never worked for that department store. He just showed up in costume. Yet she agrees to go out with him. I'm like, why? He's just like, oh no, I didn't get my job back, but I did get a restraining order. And her thought is, well, yeah, that's the kind of guy I want to go out with. Not so sure about that, but, suppose, fortunately, he's a quality guy. But he's fun, and he's innocent. I feel like, as I was watching it, just thinking back, one of the movies that came to my mind was Blast from the Past, as far as just some similar notes. Because it's this guy that is just completely innocent, and that is the endearing quality that he has. Yeah. So, but it's also, of course, him getting to know his dad, and his dad becoming less of a jerk, caring about the people that are important in his life instead of just money. I don't know. It's fun. Little moments that stand out, like on their date, when Jovi takes, he's taken around, like, he has no idea what a date is, so he's taken around after letting her try the world's best cup of coffee, according to the store selling it. He takes her around to see Christmas trees, and he's like, "Oh, look how big this one is." And she lives in New York, so she knows where there's a big tree. And just the moment where she realizes where his joy is, and that he's trying to bring her joy by what he finds joy in, and she realizes, oh, I have something to show him. And she takes an active role in progressing that relationship. It's a small moment, but it means a lot. And then near the end, as we're hitting our peak and then our drop off, so that things can get better, and Buddy realizes his dad doesn't care about him, and he already felt like he didn't fit in the North Pole, and so he writes his letter that he's leaving because he doesn't fit in anywhere. And I've seen this movie many times, and it's the first time I realized, as he's repeating those lines, he is standing on a bridge. Like, he's about to jump into the river below. End it all because he doesn't fit in anywhere when he sees Santa drop out of the clouds, because not enough Christmas spirit means that Santa's sleigh is crashing. And then we get our whole climactic end that brings everyone together and makes everything right. But I knew I've always known, obviously, he's sad, but I think this is the first time watching it that I've noticed, like, he's suicidal level sad. Certainly not the first Christmas movie to bring that plot line in. But it is a very quick and easy way to just say someone is at their lowest low. And therefore we can be happy when they reach their highest high after it. When everything works out, when they realize they do have value, as everyone does. And it was the first time I'd noticed that. And it's just a silly film throughout most of it, but it's heartfelt and endearing. So, here's what it is. And a nice Christmassy movie, because it's just about Christmas. And seemed like the thing to do. Okay. I'm gonna call it a night. I got another work day ahead of me. But I got a long weekend coming up, so that'll be nice. For now, thank you for joining me, and join me as my journey continues.